Everybody, and happy October from me, Tekking101. You know, with the success of my medieval replays that I've just completed the first game of, I decided to do something again, going back to the old days of Tekking101's channel, way back in 2009. Yes, Obama was the new president. I was a junior in high school. I had braces. It was very awkward, and my videos tend to suck a little bit. Not the least of which was a series of videos that I ran in October originally, dubbed the 13 Nights of Horror. These videos can still be found on my channel, although admittedly I had to erase a bunch of them because of copyright. They were basically me locked in this room for 13 days, not really. It was like a plot of the story. It's where the mask guy first showed up, if you're ever interested about what happened with him. Yeah, he locked me in this room, and he forced me to review 13 horror movies that I did over the course of 13 days. So, the series didn't end up too well. I didn't know a lot about editing. I didn't know exactly so much about actually reviewing something, so much as just saying this was a good movie, this was a bad movie. So I decided to bring it back for 2013, except of course with a more anime and manga type theme, because that's kind of what we gravitated towards over the years. So, from October 19th to October 31st, I will be reviewing one horror-based anime or manga every single day. It's going to be short reviews, nothing too prolonged. It's basically just going to be about my thoughts on it, some imagery, some symbolism I found, what it really means in anime culture. And I'm going to try to escalate from least gory at the beginning to the more gory series as we get down the line. Insert harem and in hell season joke here. Thanks, Nostradamus. You know, I love Nostradamus. He's a really great guy. You should really sub to him for blessing me with the knowledge of these series. No, but seriously, sarcasm aside, you really should think about subbing to Nostradamus. His link's in the description below. He does chapter reviews, and he's actually pretty good at it. So, for this year, everything's pretty much all squared away. I pretty much have all the manga and anime I really want to talk about. It all worked out in the end, because instead of doing, like, a major review, like I did last year with, like, Frank and Fran, and with, I wanted to do a Soul Eater review, but that didn't end up. It's a lot easier here because I can get to a bunch of anime I've always wanted to talk about, but never just got around to making a full-length video about. So, one problem though is we don't exactly have a name for the series yet. See, back in 2009 I called it the 13 Nights of Horror, but that's not really, kind of dry and unoriginal, don't you think? 13 Nights of Horror. I was actually surprised that nobody else on YouTube picked it yet. Maybe mostly because, well, they probably did at this point, but back then they didn't. Maybe because it was so dry and unoriginal. So that's where you guys come in. Post below on what you think would be a really cool name for this. I would prefer if you had 13 in the title somewhere, like 13 something of somethings, or blah 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 13. Just as long as you have 13 in the title to keep with the 13-day motif. As long as you keep that, go ahead. The person whose title I choose for this series will receive a personal shout-out from me in the first of those video series. So I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. Post your comments below. And yeah, let's have fun with this October, guys. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. One more thing before I leave you guys is that, of course, the anime and manga that I'm going to be doing for this series are the ones that I've already seen before. So if the anime that you like or you think's really horror-based or really scary didn't end up on the list, like, oh, Tekking, how can you put Berserk on the list? Berserk's so bloody. I've never seen Berserk, and while I would love to sit around in my room and just watch every episode and read every chapter for the next week, I got other shit going on. I'm sorry. Among other things upon work and other videos that I want to make, Bleach chapter for instance, I'm also have a kind of obsession with Devil May Cry at the moment. It's taken up most of my day. So for a quick recap, post your suggestions for the title below, a sub to Nostro. That's about it. Tekking101 signing out. Now if you excuse me, I'm going to go whoop Nightmare's ass in the last time in the underworld. Frickin' demented glob of scum.